Hey, William Dawes here. Week 2 of 52 weeks of why. Here we go. I have a very special guest today. 30-year friend who is a plastic surgeon. Very interested in hearing his why. In our setup for this call, he asked me why I'm doing the 52 weeks of why. So I thought I would share that very briefly before we dive in. And it started with me asking everybody I met for a book recommendation. And after meeting a lot of people, as you can imagine, I gathered quite a library of books, which I'm slowly working my way through. Uh, After that question, I always asked what their why was. What makes you wake up in the morning? How do you know at the end of a day when you rest your head on your pillow that that day has been a success? And man, that's led to a lot of really cool conversations, learning a lot about people that I meet, and leads to a lot more in-depth conversations with people. And in the last year or so, I've paid attention to friends on social media doing 80 days of gratitude and other challenges for themselves to commit to doing something daily. And one morning at 1 o'clock in the morning, the concept of 52 weeks of why just came to me. The hashtag wasn't taken. It was nowhere on social media. Just meant to be is the only thing I can think of. So here we are on week 2. My guest today is a friend from high school, Greg Lakin. Greg is a plastic surgeon, as I've said already. When Greg and I reconnected after high school, he was the chief of pediatric plastic surgery at university hospitals, operating on newborns who had cleft palates and other items that needed repair. Very steady hand, definitely a perfectionist that I can remember him for, and want to dive right in without further ado. Greg, thanks for being here, and please tell us right off the bat your why.
So I think my why of what I do for a living as a plastic surgeon and in my personal life is trying to be the best version of myself and focus on excellence in that.
And so, no, go ahead. Keep talking. If you got more to say, go.
Yeah, it permeates in plastic surgery. For instance, how an excellence in plastic surgery is, what does that mean? It means focusing on the patient first, providing them a customized treatment plan, being artistic, attention to detail, being a perfectionist, basically doing the best I can for them so that they can be the best version of themselves. Because I've noticed that in plastic surgery, when people look better, they feel better about themselves. So I like being around people like that are interested in being the best version of themselves, trying to always better themselves by learning and education. Plastic surgery, that means people trying to improve their appearance so they can feel better about themselves. And in my personal life, excellence in my personal life and being the best version of myself means being the best dad or the best husband I can be. And we recently had a baby girl who's 3 months old, and so being the best dad I can be, that means helping my wife out with chores around the house, with taking care of my baby girl as much as I can at night. If I don't have a heavy caseload the next morning, I can feed her sometimes. And if and regarding spending time with my family, coming home and helping cook dinner, and doing events, kind of leaving work at work and spending quality family time. So for me, being the best version of myself means trying to balance it out between all the different things in life, because life can get pretty busy sometimes. So at work, I try to be the best plastic surgeon. At home, the best dad and husband that I can be.
And so when you think about at the end of the day, how do you know that that day was a success, that you were the best version of you that you could be? How do you rest your head on the pillow and know that you've accomplished that?
Well, when I go into work and I see my patients back after I've operated on them, hugs, tears of joy of the new transformations that they've received, positive reviews online, basically happy patients that are referring more patients to me and coming back again. That's all positive affirmation to me. And at home with my family, when we sit around the table at night and we can talk and just relax and spend time together, that is kind of happiness. That is the best type of life that I can imagine, because I don't want to just work to work. I want to also have a fun, happy life outside of work as well. So if my people are happy, I'm happy. So
yeah, I think you hit on this word when we were talking earlier, which is this exemplary, and by leading by example or being yourself, you by example have an impact on other people. You have an impact on your wife, you have an impact on your family, you have an impact on those people that you interact with at work, right? I think it's amazing, man. After 30 years of friendship, this was a surprise to me hearing this. Why? I always knew that you had a strong pursuit of excellence. I always knew that you were a perfectionist, but it's interesting to hear that it's a daily pursuit, that it never ends, and that truly that pursuit of excellence is your why, and that being exemplary is your why. Any final thoughts?
Just taking care of yourself also helps you to then be able to take care of other people. So I like to run, and excellence in that and being the best version is getting out and exercising, and when I feel good about myself, I can also help to focus on others even better. So that too is part of that balance in life, which is a constant struggle at times as life gets busier and busier. But it's a challenge, but it's fun too, because this is the journey of life that we have, and we have one life, so we have to make the most of it.
Yep, man. Thank you. I know 3-month-old in the house, how chaotic life is right now, and I know you're busy at work. And I just want to give you a sincere thanks for your time today, and for your friendship, and for your texts checking in. Really appreciate you in my life. Appreciate this conversation, man. I wish you all the best as this 2020 year unfolds.
Thanks so much. Happy New Year to you and your family as well. Good chatting with you, Eddie.